Okay, I now want to bring Enghebatu from the Mongolian Human Rights Information Center, and he's going to speak Barla. Thank you, Mongolian.
Thank you for inviting me. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It's my great honor to be here today, standing in solidarity with all of you to remind the free and democratic world that allowing China to host another Olympics is giving China the green light to continue to commit genocides and crimes against humanity. People around the world must have heard of China's ongoing genocide in East Turkistan and religious repression in Tibet. Yet, the world is not sufficiently informed of what's happening in Southern Mongolia. Southern Mongolia, popularly known as Inner Mongolia, is another nation, actually the first nation to be occupied and colonized by the Chinese Communist regime since 1949. Seeing what is happening in Southern Mongolia today, some reporters and journalists asked me whether Inner Mongolia is becoming the second Xinjiang. I told them no. Xinjiang is actually becoming the second Inner Mongolia. It is a well-known fear among the Uyghurs and Tibetans that their nation will turn out to be like Southern Mongolia. A nation's indigenous population was reduced to only 20% of the total population after the 7 decades of genocide, ethnic cleansing, population transfer, cultural eradication, and environmental destruction. If we look back at the past 72 years, the Southern Mongolians have at least experienced 2 major genocides. One is the large-scale genocide in the late 1960s through the early 1970s. Entire Mongolian population was subjected to torture, rape, indiscriminate killing for just being Mongolian. Estimated 100,000 Mongolians were tortured to death and 500,000 persecuted within the period of 2 years. The second major genocide is the ongoing cultural genocide that the government of China is carrying out in Southern Mongolia after the 2020 popular uprising. Speaking Mongolian, wearing Mongolian clothes, and being Mongolian in general is a crime in Southern Mongolia. Mongolian language is banned in all schools and public occasions altogether. Any signs, sculptures, and buildings that have Mongolian characters are taken down and smashed. Speak Chinese and become a civilized person is the official slogan. At least 10,000 Mongolians were arrested during the 2020 uprising, a region-wide intensive training called the Training for the Firm Inculcation of the Chinese Nationality Common Identity is carried out today across the region, targeting the entire Mongolian population. 50 years ago, when China carried out the wholesale genocide against the Southern Mongolians, the world did not speak out. When the Tibetans were subjected to mass killings in the 1959 and 1989, the world did not take any meaningful action. When the thousands of Chinese students were massacred in Tiananmen Square in 1989, the world did not care much about it. Now the Uyghurs are subjected to a textbook example of genocide. The world is busy issuing free pass to the Chinese regime. When the basic human rights of Hong Kong is taken away and Taiwan is threatened to be invaded, the free world is taking a sit-and-see approach. When the neighboring nations are bullied, African continent and South Central America are becoming the de facto colonies of China, the free world is busy engaging in negotiation with China. When 138 out of 195 countries on our planet have been engaged by China for the Belt and Road Initiative, the free and democratic world is still not grasping how real, how serious, and how imminent the Chinese threat is. What the ever-shrinking free and democratic world is not realizing is when China comes for them, there will be no one left to speak for them. Thank you.
Thank you. Varla.